All right, here we go, guys. Are we ready?
No. Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
I can't see it.
Okay. I'm going to stop recording this. Stop. Okay. And then I'm going to do this. Start. All right. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the first question. We're talking about the sea level around Florida. So let's look at our contents. Let's see if we can find any key words here about sea level changing. Where do you think it'll be?
Mountain.
Yep.
I hear take test and then I don't see there's some questions.
It's this one right here. It says, how has sea level around Florida changed over thousands of years? Yours might be in a different place than mine because sometimes they mix the questions up on Studies Weekly.
Oh.
Okay?
Miss Ducky, can you pause for a second?
Yes.
I gotta go check on my mom. Oh.
All right, so I'm just going to try Florida's geology first. And let's see if we can find sea level. Hey, look, guys, look what Miss Duncan found.
What? Oh. That?
Seeing sea levels.
I remember this.
All right, you guys ready for me to read it to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you seen how low the water at the beach is at low sea level? Over thousands of years, the height of the water at the beach can change hundreds of feet depending on the weather. During an ice age, much of the Earth's water becomes frozen storage on land. This makes the level of the seas go down. When the Earth warms up, the level of the seas goes up too. The brown area of the high sea level picture shows where the beach was when the Earth was warmer. Florida was much smaller. During an ice age, the level of the sea goes down. Look at the low sea level picture to see how much bigger Florida was during the last ice age 11,000 years ago. Okay, guys, so how has the sea level changed in Florida over thousands of years? What should we say here?
During the ice age, the water went down and it warmed up. The water went up again.
Yeah, you're right. So when things warm up and cool down, what happens, Damien? The water level...
It depends on the temperature.
It does. It depends on the temperature. Good job, guys. So we're just gonna say that.
Whoa. How did you get both screens on the and the questions?
I copied and pasted.
How do you do that? You can't do that. Like, you can paste it, but you can't make it half and half unless you have an iPad.
So Damien, to help you with copying and pasting on your Chromebook, if you take it, and I have to hold down like that, and then I have to move my cursor to where I want it to be highlighted. And then this little button here is your copy and your paste button here, or you could, let's see here, go like this. Okay, and copy it and paste it. Okay. I'll give you guys a few seconds to answer that. Hey, babe. Show you again?
Yeah.
All right, so watch my finger, okay? I'm gonna hold it. You do this with your mouse, okay? You see how it kind of highlights right here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it and drag it to where I want it to stop. I'm gonna click on it. Oops, I clicked too hard. Why isn't it working now? Damien, you jinxed me. Huh? So weird. Why isn't it? Ah! Okay, let's see here. Let me try it right here. Maybe I need to get my mouse.
Okay, I'm done typing it. I'm not yet.
If you're not done, guys, that's okay. You can always go back, okay? If you guys can just highlight the answers with me in your newspaper, you'll have it there when we're done, okay? All right, guys, we're going to move on to the next question, okay?
Okay.
All right, listen.
Which region contains the country's most threatened ecosystem? A. The Western Upland. B. The Tallahassee Hills. C. The Central Ridge Highlands. D. The Everglades and the Okefenokee Swamp.
Okay, so we're looking for what keywords, guys? Look at the question.
What regions? Regions.
Okay, we're looking for a region. And what else?
Ecosystem.
What kind of ecosystem?
Threatened.
Threatened. Okay. Hey, look at our contents, guys. Rayanne, what's that word right there?
Hold up. That word is. I can't see. Florida's sixth great region.
There you go. I think that might be in there. What do you think?
I think so too.
Because it says regions, like our question says. So let's look here. And we're looking for a threatened ecosystem. So let's go ahead and scan.
Miss Duncan,
Yep.
I think we have a big situation.
What?
My computer just turned off.
That's okay. Just get it rebooted and catch up when you can. Marissa and Damien, you're still helping me out, right? Does anyone see the part where it says threatened ecosystem?
Almost there.
All right, guys, so look right here. We're in the same section that we were in earlier. So I'm going to read this to you guys real quick, okay? The Everglades in southern Florida are 1,200 miles square. This region is home to a great deal of wildlife, including the world-famous Florida alligator. The Everglades area is the most threatened ecosystem in the United States.
I'm almost there.
Okay, so Damien and Marissa, do you see our answer and our choices here?
Yes, I can see your answer. Okay, I'm there.
Okay, so highlight it in your newspapers with me, guys. You don't have to find the answers right now. We're just, let's highlight your answers so you guys can go back and do it later, okay?
Miss Duncan.
Yes?
I didn't make it half.
Okay.
I didn't.
That's okay, honey. You don't need to. Right now you're just highlighting with Miss Duncan, okay?
Oh, I'm on the question.
That's okay. Pull up your articles.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm waiting for someone to volunteer.
I think I know what it is.
Go ahead, Rayanne.
Because you have the Everglades area is the most threatened ecosystem in the United States.
Okay.
It says the Everglades and the Okefenokee Swamp.
Okefenokee Swamp.
Okefenokee Swamp.
Isn't that a fun word to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good job. Good job, Rayanne.
Thank you.
Okay, so our next question. Oh no, I just ruined everything. Hold on, guys. Everything fell. Okay. Back in business. All right, guys, so this question says, explain what tectonic plates are. So where would we find that in our contents? Tectonic plates. I'm thinking it's going to be in Florida's geology. Just, I don't know, just a guess. We'll see. We'll see if my guess is right. Tectonic plates. Hey, look at that. In the section I just said, Florida's geology, it says states on plates. It says here, if you had a machine that could suck up all of the world's oceans, you would see that all of the Earth's landforms are resting on top of huge land masses called tectonic plates. Plate tectonics is the study of these plates. Landforms are hills, mountains, plains, and valleys that make up the surface of the Earth. The massive tectonic plates slowly rub up against each other. This means the world is changing a tiny bit every day. Earthquakes and volcanoes are both more common near places where two tectonic plates meet. These places are called fault lines. One of the most famous fault lines is the San Andreas Fault in California. So what is a tectonic plate?
come back. Right now, I gotta go take some medicine.
Okay. All right, so what are tectonic plates?
Earth's landforms are resting on the top of huge landmasses called tectonic land plates.
Good job, Damien. Thank you. All right, so make sure you have that highlighted. And we're going to go on to the next question.
Miss Duncan, look at the chat.
I can't, sweetie, because I'm recording. Is it an emergency?
Oh, I just need help.
Okay, can you give me like 10 more minutes on this and then I'll be right there, honey? Okay. By the way, I'm giving you guys answers to your studies weekly test. FYI. All right, we ready for the next one, guys?
Wait.
You ready?
Did I miss anything?
Nope.
Okay.
All right, let's look at this question, guys. It says, the Southwest Florida Nature Festival is a cultural event that honors the ornithologist John James Audubon. Think about the word ornithologist. Can you guys say that with me? Ornithologist.
Did y'all just do the tectonic plates? Miss Duncan?
Yes.
Landforms are resting.
Yeah, I wasn't there to see it.
Masses called tectonic.
Oh,
Well, I'm showing you where it is highlighted. All right. In Space 1, drag and drop the meaning of ornith, O-R-N-I-T-H. In Space 2, we're going to drag and drop the meaning of ologist. So let's see here. So what did he study? Let's find him. John James Audubon. Maybe in the Nature Festival, since it said here Nature Festival. All right, I found the answer. Can somebody read it?
John Aikman lived more than 150 years ago. He grew up in France, but spent most of his American life studying birds.
Okay, so what did he study?
Birds.
Okay, so we know that ornith, O-R-N-I-T-H, is the study of birds, and ologist is someone who studies. Okay.
So birds in summer studies.
Yes. All right. Let's go to the next question.
Okay.
Go ahead and read it, Rayanne.
I'm trying to get there right now.
Okay.
Which city is located directly to the west of Orlando?
All right, so if we were to draw a compass here, oh look, they already have one. Okay,
Yeah.
so we've got north, south, east, and west. So if we put our compass right here, smack in the middle of Florida, they want to know what city is west of Orlando. So if we put our compass on Orlando, what would be to the west?
Miami?
Well, let's look at Orlando, and Miami's down here. So that would be going from here down, which would be south.
Oh, Tampa.
Yeah, there you go. So if we put our compass here, okay, and we look to the west, we would arrive at Tampa.
So A.
Yeah.
Or Tampa.
Yeah. All right, guys. Marissa, you want to read this question to us? Damien, can you read this question, honey? Okay.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead, honey.
What is this called?
Well, let's see here. What is that?
It looks like a whole bunch of countries mixed together.
You are so incredibly correct, Rayanne. So not only just countries, but continents, right? Big chunks of land here. So we need to find out, what is it called when the land used to be all squished together? So let's look up here.
I know this. It's just I can't get it in my head.
You can't remember it?
No. Hold up. I know where I got this. I got this.
I remember seeing it. I just got to find it
I
again.
found it.
What section?
Florida's gallery, glory, something like that. And
Alright.
I went to the questions because I remember answering it. It says, what does a Pangea mean? One worldwide, invisible, one country, one nation. And I picked one world land. And that looks like one world land.
Very good.
So Pangea something.
It's called Pangea. Can you say Pangea?
Pangea.
There you go.
Thank ya. I knew the answer. It was like, okay, what is it? I know I got it, but what is it? So what question are we doing next?
All right. All right, go ahead and read it, Rayanne.
What of the following reasons would be the most responsible reason to save money?
Oh, I remember that. That was right here.
Can you please get out of my face? You are so disrespectful.
Okay, so what would be a good reason to save? To have a cushion in case someone loses their job? I think that doesn't mean like, I don't think that means a pillow. I think that means like a cushion, which means you have a little bit of extra money to help laying around, you know, just to have a little bit of money in your pocket, you know? To be able to buy a few hundred lottery tickets. What?
No, that is so bad.
I don't think that's responsible. To use to buy 100 pounds of candy.
No.
That's not responsible.
One, you'll get a cavity. too, that is just so unresponsible.
Right. Or D, to use to pay someone to do your homework for you. What kind of kids made this test up? I'd say it has to be, in case someone loses their job, it's important to save money.
Yeah, because the other one was good.
Yeah, those were crazy.
Yeah. Duncan.
Hey, babe.
Can you send me
All right, Ryan, can you read the next question?
If a family decides to buy a few groceries each week, what would the most likely to do with the money they save?
Go ahead and read those options.
A, start going out to eat once a week. B, give it to the grocery store and hold for later. C, pay the sales on the groceries they do buy. Invest in the store so it doesn't go out of business.
Okay. What do you guys think?
I know it's not A because
Well, let's look at the other options. Look at B. It says give it to the grocery store to hold for later. That's nowhere in this article. Does it say that, people do that? It says pay the sales tax on groceries they do buy. Well, we already do that. We already pay taxes, and most food is not taxed anyway. And then finally, invest it in the store so it doesn't go out of business. Not necessarily. If we're looking here at the bottom paragraph, it says going out for dinner, seeing a movie, or other fun activities are nice for families to plan. So which is the best answer choice?
A.
Good job. That's
What I
not.
said was not correct.
Well, I know it sounds funny, but remember, the point of life is not to make money to pay bills. Our goal is to make enough money to not only live, but have fun with our families, right?
Yeah.
So that would be a nice thing to do with your family. All right, guys, let's go to this one. Go ahead and read it, Rayanne.
Okay. Homework is a responsibility for a child. Which list describes responsibilities for all good citizens?
Okay. Get a high-paying job, buy a nice house, and a car. Well, what if you don't want a house? What if you want an apartment or a condo or live in a tent, Vote in elections, volunteer, and help others. Hey, that sounds responsible. C, go to college and get an advanced degree. Well, yes, that's responsible, but not all citizens. Right, but not all citizens have to do that, right? And then D, become the leader and organizer of your community. Responsible? Yes. Mandatory? No. All right, so which one do you think it is?
I think it's A. I'm not A. B.
I think it's B too. Oh, right here. Being responsible means that everyone follows the law and helps take care of the environment. Cool. All right, next one. We're almost done, kid. Oh, look, there's our name. Ocala.
Oh,
Which, yep, go ahead.
sorry. Which American Indian name is used for a country and its own country seat in Florida?
It's not country, honey, it's county. See how there's not an R after the T right there? A county is like Marion County. It's little chunks of Florida. So we've got Marion County, Lake County, Alachua County, all of those big chunks of Florida, okay? All right, so let's look up in our contents here, counties of Florida. See how it doesn't say countries of Florida? That wouldn't make sense. All right, so use this map to help you answer questions about the counties. Okay, so American Indian name, let's see here. I don't think that's gonna give us the answer. Let's look and see if it's Okeechobee. Oh, look.
I'm looking.
All right. It says, welcome to the top of the lake. This county is located at the northern end of that big hole in Florida that astronauts can see from outer space. Lake Okeechobee, that is. And has a county seat with the same name. Fire up the airboat and check out what the Seminoles called Big Water at 730 square miles. Yep, this county is 13% H2O. There's fun for everybody here, from driving cattle down Main Street to festivals for sugar, birding, and even swamp cabbage. Yum. Just hold your nose. All right, so what did we just read about?
We just read about the hold up. I'm trying to get my charger to charge. For some reason, it's not.
All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and answer it for us since I think I'm the only one participating at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and select Okeechobee because it says here that Lake Okeechobee is an American Indian name. It has its own county seat. All right, let's go ahead and go on. Suppose you are making a new map of Florida and you use a photo of Lake Okeechobee that was taken from outer space. What type of source are you using?
Oh, I think I know this.
You do?
I think I remember where it's at.
It's either primary or secondary.
Yeah. I think our main word in here is maybe Lake Okeechobee.
I think you're right.
And then what is Okeechobee and state biggest country?
Well, if we stop and think about it, it's a photograph. So we know that a photograph is from the person who witnessed the event. So would that be a primary source or a secondary source of information?
Primary.
Good job. Yeah, that's a pretty easy one.
Yeah.
All right, so with this map here, we have to label. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be fun. All right, so for number 1, we've got Pensacola. We need to find out what's there. What region in Florida is that?
Gotta go back in the text.
Gotta go back in the text.
Yep.
Any luck yet? Hey, look. Right here, the 6 great regions. So we got Pensacola, and it says that number 2 is the Western Upland.
Yeah,
Wait.
and about has the same picture.
Yeah, and it looks like that would make sense because Western is over here. So I'm gonna say this goes for number 1. And if we're looking at number 2 in our map, it's right here in the middle. Looks like where number 5 is over here. So if we go to number 5, it says it's the Central Ridge Highlands. Okay. And number 3 on our map is over here to the west of Miami. So that would be number 6 here. The Everglades and the Okefenokee Swamp. Okay. And number 4 is over here, southeast of Orlando. Number 1 on this map is the coastal lowlands. All right, look at that.
You heard me?
What, babe? What?
All this stuff makes so much sense for Studies Weekly.
What, honey?
All this stuff makes a lot of sense for Studies Weekly.
I know, right? The answers are always right in our face.
Yeah.
All right, a child's responsibility is to do homework. An adult good citizen can show responsibility by doing what?
Paying the bills?
Good job. I like that. Paying bills. Good job.
I think we just, is that it?
One more.
So one more.
The Nature Festival honors ornithologist. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. We're going to have to look that up. Morton probably knows. She's a nature woman. All right, John James Audubon. The suffix ologist refers to someone who studies. Based on what you know about John James Audubon, what does the root ornith mean? Well, we already looked at that. We already know the answer to that, remember? What did he study?
This study American bird.
Yeah. And that's a wrap.
So it's basically C.
Yeah. Good job. And that, my friends, is your assignment this week. Okay? So I have this recorded. It took us about 39 minutes, but that was with many breaks and interruptions. So I know that, whoopsie. I know that it could probably take you guys less than a half an hour to do that, okay?
Okay, but it says that we have 9 out of 14.
That's because I have to grade the ones that we typed, like this one this one, and this one. All those ones that I have to grade, they don't count it as right yet until I mark it correct.
Miss Duncan.
Yep.
Basically, the right ones are most of the grade. I don't have